Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants come into today's matchup wanting to find a way to walk out of the stadium with win number 5 on the season. It's the Rams going up against the Giants. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between our visitors and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they get a stern road test as they come into this one in London a week ago.
Yeah, the schedule makers gave them a pretty tough stretch here. I think we'll know early on whether these guys are ready to play.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention. They come up in an offset eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. The New York Giants offensively, their starters, and one guy out wide to take a look at, Sterling Shepard.
A really mature man in every way coming out of Oklahoma, personally and professionally. You can play him out wide, play him in the slot. He can return punts for you. He's a dynamic playmaker.
Out of the gun now on third down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Back to throw. Goff. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Rams defense getting ready to go again. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now because once you get one, you wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
On second down, Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. The defense here for the Rams.
Aaron Donald's dimensions were talked about big time when he first entered the league. Many called him undersized. Now they just call him all-pro.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On now is Brad Wing to kick it away for the Giants. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. All right, this is a guy that needs no introduction to the league. He has been around quite a while.
And it's good that they have him because when he looks around his huddle, he may not have guys with the same experience he has, maybe some of the youngsters, and his veteran leadership should help them along the way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And to give him 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here's Goff now on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the defense for New York.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give them even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
So after the mistake by the offense, it cost him 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. Deep drop. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. To throw on second down is gone. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their big tight end, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Head back onto the field, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They go to Johnson again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Rams out to the early lead. We'll be back to MetLife Stadium in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Can't find anyone open. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Here we go. 319. 319.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got time to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Here's Brad Wing now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Giants defense now ready as they trot back out onto the field. And a really nice job last time. Offense had great field position, but they were able to hold them just 4 plays, and they had to hit the field goal.
We saw the benefits of practice there from the defense, though, didn't we? Because most teams when they have that type of field position that they have to start defense on, they treat it almost like what we call sudden change. You know, after a turnover or a big kick return, whatever that is, you tell the guys, listen, you got to bow up. You got to get in there. Make sure you don't give them any more than a field goal.
They bowed up all right. We'll see if they bow up again. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams defense, they make their way back out there now. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now and hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a yard lead to a 3rd down. So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And that is incomplete.
Holding offense.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. It's really something. Even when he's hitting these from distance, big-time distance, he manages to put them right down the middle, doesn't he?
No doubt about that one. Never a doubt. And this is no extra point. That's 50+. And that's the definition of splitting the uprights.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and now it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now on first down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain that's proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is a modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag and 5 yards.